Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, the weekend was amazing at Shanghai's Wonder Fest 2021. There was so much stuff there that was presented by so many different companies. We're going to be talking about it in the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months. But one of the companies that really caught the attention of a lot of collectors is Quinn Studios. They have a lot of stuff for Marvel and DC, and in this video today I want to talk about it because most of the stuff is already on pre-order as Spec Fiction, and some of the stuff already went on pre-order at the website, at the official website. So in this video today I want to cover it. I want to talk about the good and the bad, what I like, what I don't like, and ultimately I want to let you know if these pieces deserve your attention, deserve to be in your collection. So they have two different things in this presentation. They have stuff for Batman, they call the Batman collectibles here at Spec Fiction, and also they have some stuff for in this case Iron Man. They have a lot of stuff for Iron Man, so we're gonna look at the stuff that is there, and I will have the link in the description for both websites, the Quinn Studios website and the Spec Fiction website, so you can look at the stuff. So these are the stuff here that is already on pre-order. We have this Iron Man Mark 7 life-size bust, and I want to look at this. The price for this here is $1,430. This is going to release sometime between the third and fourth quarter of next year. We don't have an edition size for this yet. First of all, I like this suit. It's one of my favorite Iron Man suits from the MCU. And I think this is a really cool representation, a cool way to represent this character. I think, you know, life-size busts have become a standard in the industry for a lot of collectors. They love them. There was a time there was only a fraction of collectors that really care much about them. It seems nowadays there's more that want to have this bust. And I would say that in this case, Quinn Studios has been doing a terrific job in bringing this bust with really high quality. I do like the way they did the base, the stand in the base, in comparison to previous busts that they did for Iron Man. I think this is a much better way to do it. It does have light up features, and it's super cool. You can see all the detail and all the different parts, and some parts are movable if I'm not mistaken, so it looks super cool. I think the price is fair. You know, it's a normal price for this type of bus with all this electronic parts and things that go with it, the, you know, all the wiring and all of that. So of course that adds to the value and the price point of manufacturing. But I would say that the job here is good. The paint job is simple. I think every time, you know, in this case Iron Man always does well. I think the companies have done a terrific job over the years to bring this character. It's very photogenic. It's something, if you are into the MCU, if you love Iron Man or you love Marvel, Iron Man is a must in any collection. This is one of the best armors in the entire lineup. So yeah, I like it. It's cool, and definitely they did a good job in bringing this up. Also, they have an Iron Man Mark 1 half-scale statue. The price for this one is $2,890. It's going to release on the fourth quarter of 2022. And this one is very interesting. You know, I think the one that has been the standard for many years has been the quarter scale that was done by Sideshow many years ago. It's still one of the most beautiful representations. A lot of people love that statue, but I think with this one as a half scale, a lot of people are excited for this one, and I think that it did a good job with this one. I love the detail. The paint job on this prototype is so good. You can see all of that. I know a lot of people are going to jump on this one. It is not cheap at all, but keep in mind it is a half scale, so it is huge, and the level of detail that Quinn Studios is doing with this piece is amazing. So I would say this is not for everyone. This is for the ones that they are really into Iron Man and they want to have everything that has to do with Iron Man. So definitely this is a really nice addition to that collection, particularly at this size. But this is not for the average collector of the collector that only cares for one statue or one representation of a singular character. Now I want to show you the one that has a lot of people excited. The Iron Man Hulkbuster Mark 44 quarter scale piece, and this is a humongous piece. The price reflects that, $3,235. This is not going to release until the first quarter of 2023. This is the most amazing, I'm telling you, the most amazing Hulkbuster I've seen. And yes, the Hulkbuster done by XM Studios was terrific, but this one, in my opinion, takes the cake. The edition size is 888 pieces. It's going to be more limited than the one by XM Studios, if I'm not mistaken. But the level of detail of this piece is amazing. Look at this one. It's super huge. And of course, it's based on the MCU. It has a lot of light up features, you know, a lot of lights around, which is nice, and the repulsors and stuff, and his chest, and the level of detail that they put on this one with the prototype, you know, all those little crevices and all that, the battle damage, all of that is super cool. It's a huge piece. Sometimes it's hard to justify the price of certain things because you say, well, that's too much money for something that is not much to you. But I feel that with this one, I think it is fair because as a quarter scale and actual quarter scale, this is a humongous piece, larger than anything, even larger than the half scale we just saw. It is really large. And look at this, you know, the guy that is painting this, amazing. The detail there, it is like, you know, I would say the pose is simple, but definitely it's good for what it is. You know, if you can compare this with the XM Studios, there are people there already making comparisons. This is the thing, the other one is sold out, hard to come by. So this is the second choice, unless, and I would say with the price, you may be able to get the other one in the aftermarket. But why go for that one when you can go for this one and brand new? So ultimately just a matter of choice, but they have done a terrific job with this one. It's going to display so well with the Iron Man collection that they are creating, like you can see in this picture. You know, and when you compare the side by side, we're going to look at the Iron Man also that is coming out, but it's so small in comparison to this beast. It's just a huge piece. The detail there is just beyond amazing. Look at the guys, you know, sitting right next to it. He looks like a child. Look at him in comparison to that. I think this guy, his torso is bigger than his torso. You know, the torso of the Hulkbuster is bigger than him, than the artist. That tells you how big this is. They did a fantastic job with this one for sure. The detail, it's amazing. And this is the Iron Man that is going to be a companion to that Hulkbuster, the Iron Man 43 of quarter scale statue. The price is $825. This is going to release before actually the Hulkbuster on the third quarter of 2022. Now, they don't have as many pictures here on the here at the Spec Fiction website, but if we come to Facebook, let me show you the pictures there because the comparison here are better. Look at that piece in comparison to that monster of the Hulkbuster. It is super, super huge. Of course, you have to get both in order to have the whole display as XM Studios does. But I'm telling you, this, I love the post. I feel it is better and more appealing to me. And definitely it's based on the MCU. The other one, of course, is based on the comics. But looking at this, I'm amazed by this one. And to be honest with you, I would say I was even expecting the price to be even higher, like at the 5,000 mark. So I think for the Hulkbuster, ultimately it's gonna come out to that when you have to buy them both, and plus the shipping cost. Amazing. Look at this one from this angle. Super, super cool. And the light of features are really well done. This is a really well done piece. Both pieces are well done. And he's such a small piece right next to that Hulkbuster. The Hulkbuster is amazing. Even if you don't get this Iron Man, that Hulkbuster in a quarter scale collection is going to look fantastic. All right, and now we're moving on to the Batman collection of the stuff that was showcased there. Now, here at Spec Fiction, they have the whip, the work in progress of Batman Who Laughs on Throne statue. It is right now the most popular thing, the Throne themes, and it's something that a lot of collectors are not happy with. And I will tell you that I'm not a big fan of that because I feel that that is becoming a trend. It has been a trend for a while, but it's one that always comes back. Sometimes it goes, and then for some reason somebody brings it back, and then everybody wants to have a throne. In any case, I think the concept is there. You know, it's going to be busy. I can say that. It looks like it so far. But, you know, if you're into the Dark Knight's Metal, the Batman Who Laughs, then definitely this is something worth checking out. It is not on pre-order yet, but it will be soon. So keep an eye on that. But now we're looking at one that a lot of people are excited for. The Catwoman and Hathaway on Batpod, a 1/3 scale statue. The price is not cheap. $3,065, and to be honest with you, I found that a bit steep, but it's not a small piece. It's huge. But when I compare this, I would say that perhaps this should be more like a $2,800 the most, but that's just me. But this is going to release on the fourth quarter of next year, 2022. The edition size is 888 pieces. That's kind of like the standard for their pieces, so they're trying to even be more collectible than XM Studios at 1,000 pieces for the average quarter scale piece. This is, the likeness is there. I'm telling you. I think this is made out of silicone if I'm not mistaken, but the likeness in her face is good. And that's one of the reasons why the price is high. You know, when you have to compare that, the eyes, the prosthetic eyes, the stuff that Queen Studios does here is really good. And definitely the likeness is there. The pose is very sexy. We're gonna look at more pictures in a moment so you can see the full body. And the Batpod, that's something that, you know, we have seen the action figures with Hot Toys, and they are super cool. But this is beyond that. You know, there's a big difference. You can have the 1/6 scale figures that look amazing, but if you want to have the ultimate thing, then you come to the 1/3 scale statues. with this one right here, because there's nothing else out there they can compare to this one, at least for this character. But the detail is there. Definitely, this is an eye catcher. A lot of people were excited as soon as they saw it. This is a very sexy side of the character. Definitely very good looking there. But I'm telling you, this is unique and not for everyone. If you're really into this trilogy, which I am a big fan of the trilogy, I think this is going to be a very sought out piece that is going to sell well, in my opinion. And as soon as sold out, it's going to be hard to come by. It's just for those that want to have it all, and they have the space and the means for something like this, because this is huge. This is not small. But look at the detail, you know, with the Batpod, with the big tires, all of that, the detail that she has, her outfit. It's really cool. It's a really cool piece. Look at that face. And there's a video also from Quinn Studios where they present this. I think you can find it on Facebook. You can see that video also on Instagram, on their Instagram. You can see that, and the likeness there is spot on. So definitely you're paying for that. Look at this one. Now with the Batpod, the whole thing, the whole base. The base is simple, but I think it serves the purpose. I think in black is just perfect. It is a super cool piece. Not for everyone. Again, not for everyone. But man, if you're into this, then you have a really cool looking piece. And they have done a terrific job with it. No doubt about it. All right, then now we're moving on to the start of the video. The one that a lot of people have been talking, the Batman on Throne. There's two different versions. There's a regular, which is this one right here. The price for that one is $1,310. It is pretty much the same as the other one. The only difference is that in the back there is an Angel of Death, a statue on the back. This one, the regular doesn't have it, but it has everything else as the other one. And that's the reason why it's cheaper, of course, you know, because you don't have the huge statue behind you. But this is going to release again on the fourth quarter of 2022. Now, I want to point this out. And I know a lot of people are not really in tune or completely satisfied with this piece. There's people that are really loving the concept, and there are people that hating the concept. I'm in between. At the same time, I don't know what was the mindset behind the idea of bringing this character, or the way this character is depicted here, to the forefront. But first, we need to point out this is based on Dark Knight's Metal, a variant cover that was actually released for Comic Experience at the Terrificon in Connecticut, and for Dark Knight's Metal #1, and it was drawn by Tim Bradstreet. So it is a very unique cover, and it's not one that is popular. It's not even one of the main variant covers as they were sold. However, when you see the cover, the Bradstreet's cover, is a lot of shadows, it's very dark. What the company has done here is that they used the idea and they brought this in, and they created the whole concept from that. And I think they did a terrific job. Some people were even saying that this has a Frank Miller's feel, which in my opinion, maybe in some way, but I wouldn't go as far. I don't think it has that feel or that appeal. When I look at this, the first thing that came to my mind was, like, I felt the Batman itself has a lot of David Finch inspiration. It feels like it, but it's cool. You know, the concept is different, and some people are going to love it because of the darkness, because they're fans of Dark Knight's Metal. But when you look at this, it's just the cover. Not even the interior art is just based on that. The interior art is very different. We don't see a throne. You don't see Batman sitting like this in the interior art. It's just the cover. The art of Greg Capullo is more cartoony. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's just they took a lot of liberties, but they did a really nice application of that cover. And I know some people are going to fall in love with it. There's a lot of people already falling in love with it, ready to pay the price for this one. But there's also a lot of people that say, you know what, it's a pass, because I don't think this is the Batman that I consider the Batman. And he does have so much detail, which I can say it's nice to have that detail. You know, all the skulls and the dragons and the panthers and the angel, well, in this case, the demons and the angels of dead, and they pretty much in this throne looks like an altar. There's a building there. So there's a lot of stuff there, which in some ways, some people are going to say it's too busy. There is a bat right here in the back, as you can see at the back of the throne. You know, there's a sword that he's holding. Of course, he's a knight. So there's a lot of things there that are interesting. Now let me show you the one that is going to have everything. The price for this one is $1,825, which I'm telling you from the get-go is really good in comparison to other companies, because if this concept was sold, I would say by XM Studios, by Prime One Studio, they will definitely price it at least $2,500, at least, based on all the things that are added to the whole concept. So yeah, I think Queen Studios is giving you a good deal when you come to think about all the stuff that comes with this one, all the polystone that you're technically buying here. This is the first comic base statue they have, and definitely this is a step for them into a new world of possibilities. So that's good. But I would say this is coming out on the fourth quarter, like the other one, the fourth quarter of next year. And looking at the pictures, as you can see, the detail, those dragons, they have detail. I do like the expression of Batman on this one, how he's holding his hand, looking like a warrior. He's angry, and again, I see the appeal. I see David Finch more on this portrait than I do Frank Miller or any other artist. Really cool. Love the detail, definitely on his suit. There's some scars, battle scars, all of that. There's some battle damage. If you don't have the space, don't even bother getting this one because it's going to be really deep. The depth of this one is going to be a killer for a lot of collectors. So why bother? You know, why just give you a headache on that one? You know, just might as well just skip it. And there's other Batmans out there. But I heard that this actually statue is going to be removable also for the, you know, for the premium version. So, you know, you have the options there if you want to have it or not, but you can simply go with the regular. It's up to you. The Angel of Death there, it's interesting concept. A bit dark for sure. This definitely does something that I would love to have in my collection. I know some people love the horror themes and they do love Dark Knight's Metal and they love Batman. I think this is the perfect, the very artistic design, the very different, and I love a lot of people love different. So definitely I know that it's going to do well. But if you're really into the comics, if you really love comics and you love the things that really depict characters in comics, not just covers or variant covers that come out once in a blue moon, that they're very on the unknown, on the dark side, people don't even find, that you have to go to eBay to find, you know, and you can actually find them very cheap because nobody really cares much about them, then definitely, by all means, go for this one. But for the most part, you know, I don't think this is one that a lot of people are going to jump on right away, or at least the guys that love the stuff that is comic book accurate. And I'm one of them. I'm telling you, I'm honest with that. I understand what they did here. I appreciate the art. I do see that they did a terrific job with it in the sense that they brought this idea and they give form to it in a way that is better than the cover. And some people are going to get the cover, so probably that's going to help the price of that cover on eBay. People are going to buy that one. I don't think that there were that many, in this case, variants or many copies of that variant. So ultimately, some people are going to be happy. In this case, Tim Bradstreet is going to be happy because now he has something that, you know, has a representation of his art, you know, which is good. But cool, you know, it's cool in that end. But to be honest with you, for me, it is a no-no. In the end, I think this is going to pay out well for the company because they are showing that they're unafraid. They're showing that they are trying to embrace a new audience. They're showing that they don't want to copy everyone else. They don't want to be like everyone else. They're not trying to be like Sideshow or XM or Prime One Studio. They want to be their own thing. And by doing this is like a kind of like a rebel move, kind of like showing the bird to the industry and saying, we're going to do our own thing. We're our own man, and we don't need you to really do what we have to do here. We're just going to showcase our art, and we're going to be better than anybody else on our own terms. That's good. I think that's a message that they're sending to the other companies, that they're here to stay, and they're here to really change the landscape by really bringing stuff that is different, that is new, and it's going to appeal a lot of people because there are a lot of people that love this. This is like a rebel move, and a lot of people love rebellious attitude from these companies that they're doing something different. This is a signature piece. This is a statement piece. They're saying here, we are here, setting our flag down, and we're saying we're staying here, and we're going to do our own thing, whether you like it or not. And that's always good. I like that. But what is your opinion? What do you think about Queen Studios? What do you think about Shanghai Wonder Fest 2021? Are you excited for any of these pieces? Are you going to pre-order? Have you already pre-ordered? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And please consider supporting the channel also financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless you. Take care. I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.